All right.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're super happy to have you here today. I am Amber Smith. I use she, her pronouns, and I am one of the co-chairs for this year's orientation.
And I'm Christopher Lloyd. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm also a co-chair for this year's orientation.
All right, so today we're just gonna talk a little bit through the process of orientation. So Christopher, if you don't mind sharing your screen.
Welcome. This is our little info session for being an orientation leader. Just to put some agenda items up, we will be walking through our expectations of the orientation leader position and the skills that will come with. Then we'll be going over some timeline items specifically for the application, those key dates, and also for the training. We'll then be getting into the actual application process. So itemizing what will be a part of that and addressing some FAQs. And then finally, we'll do a little introduction video of the projects featuring each one so that you can see what they're all about.
Awesome. Thank you, Christopher. So what is it like to be an orientation leader? So chances are any of you watching this video has had the opportunity to come to Duke and experience orientation in some capacity. So we're super excited to be in our experiential orientation model, and we're actually going to have one of 20 total programs. So right now we're having the opportunity to apply to 19 of those. The 20th being our transfer program. So we'll get into that later, as Christopher said, with a video to showcase all of the amazing programs that are here to offer. But essentially what an orientation leader is really is a guide, a mentor, a leader, and a resource, and really a friend to these first year students. If you remember yourself, maybe a few months ago, over a year ago, whatever year you might be, it's a little bit intimidating to come into a college environment, probably for your first time away from home. And as orientation leaders, we just want to be here for first year students and be a resource in order to foster a welcoming, safe, secure community for our Duke students. And it's really exciting that we do have the power to really make a difference in the lives of these students. So as an orientation leader, you would be assisting the project directors in trying to achieving these program specific goals. So as we said, we have those 20 different themes, all based on different themes. But at the end of the day, the main goal they all have is building and fostering community. You also will have the responsibility to facilitate some small group conversations. So some of those might be on wellness or academics, and you really will make sure you have the resources and feel comfortable to support the students in that regard. And again, I've mentioned this multiple times, but at the end of the day, a main pillar of the orientation leader and just the orientation experience at all is community. So we're really here to support our students as they transition and foster community that will continue to exist long after their week here in orientation. I will say one of the most gratifying parts of being an orientation leader is, to this day, I walk around campus and see my past first year students as friends together, still hanging out, and it really warms my heart to see the community and the power of community that can be built in orientation. So just quickly on the next slide, you will see these programs. So I'm not going to read all of them to you here, but you can see all of these opportunities. So chances are you've only had exposure and been part of one or so of these programs. But the exciting thing is there are so many awesome programs to explore, and we're going to allow you the opportunity at the end of this session. We're going to actually play a video from our project directors to get a little insight into all of these programs and what they really are about. Yeah, so that's very exciting. So just keep in mind, if you love your program, that's great. We love that, but there are so many amazing opportunities out there for you. All right, and I'm going to pass the next slide off to Christopher.
So like Amber mentioned, a week is really, an awesome time to develop some new skills or enforce those that you already have. So during training, we'll be giving you the opportunity as an OL to develop leadership. And also during O week, you'll be leading a crew of first year students. And you'll also be able to use these problem solving and situational thinking skills as you go through the various activities of O week and interact with all of the people involved in orientation. And then you'll also have access to the amazing community of OLs and PDs, which are working together to make this year's orientation possible. And then you'll also have some project-specific opportunities or activities that the project you end up with does during O Week. So this might be things around campus or in Durham. It might be offsite. It all depends on the program that you choose. And then I also want to note that we will have some other opportunities for OLs, such as food points for the 2 weeks worth of meals when you're here. That's specifically for training and during experiential orientation. And then we also provide covered room and board for your early move-in so that you can attend these trainings and the actual O Week itself.
Awesome. So some of this is a little bit on top of what Christopher was just saying, but as we said, what are the resources here for you? So one of those just being the early campus move-in, but one of those main ones that we'll talk about is our orientation leader training. So this is a really great way to really adapt and strengthen your leadership building skills and feel comfortable and confident in your skills to really support these first years. So we'll have a range of different trainings that will operate before your first year students get here in order just to kind of how to interact best with these first years. And sometimes they will be interacting with their families. We'll also talk about those small group conversations that I mentioned and how to best facilitate those and make sure you feel comfortable, confident, and capable with those. And then also adaptability is a big thing. We love planning and we're really behind the scenes and we're starting early to make sure we're planning everything. But at the end of the day, we recognize some things don't always go to plan. So we're really going to make sure that we're adaptable and ready to say like, hey, you know what, this isn't working in the moment. Let's adapt and make sure we can change this activity to foster the needs of our group the best in this moment. And also wellness is a priority. We very much support and want to reinforce how much we do support wellness. So there are a lot of people behind you to support you from our PDs, which are program directors. So those are the people that are leading each of the programs, as well as just the community of orientation leaders that are going to be formed. We also have NSFP, or New Student Family Programming staff behind you, and they are here working super, super hard to make sure this is the best experience for everyone. And as well as we also have campus partners for each of our groups that are there to support you. So overall, many people here in your corner, not just supporting our first years, but want to make sure you all feel supported as well.
So we'll now get into what the actual application process looks like. The QR code with a link directly to the application is on the screen right there. So you can go ahead and snag a picture of that if you don't have it. But we basically have a list of projects and their descriptions as a link on that application. So you will open it up and be able to review all of the ones that you have to choose from. Again, like Amber said, we encourage you to explore those that you might not know about, because you never know. You might find one that you didn't participate in during your first year experience, but it might be really cool and you might really love it. And so on the application, you can preference up to 5 programs. And we encourage you to apply to different ones so that A, you can get a broad range of possibilities for programs that you might be able to serve. And then B, just the opportunity to serve different programs really, although it doesn't affect your chance of getting a role, it can really broaden the perspectives that we bring to each of our programs and pull different people to enrich the experience that much more. And then you are going to be receiving an interview with your #1 choice. And then we will do our best to connect you. It also depends on PD availability, but to connect you with an interviewer and your second choice if you do elect to go with that option. And it is optional if you'd like to interview with your second choice. And then on the application itself, we have 3 general questions, which are going to be getting into sort of the big picture experiential orientation goals and what you think you can sort of add to the experience and why you think you're a good fit for the role. And then for each of your, or for your top choice, you have 1 to 2 additional questions. And then you can also choose to answer these questions for your second choice. And then applications must be submitted by Friday, March 10th. That's the Friday before spring break. And our time for that is 5 p.m. And then we do want to note that NSFP will be running conduct checks just to make sure everyone's got a clear record going into orientation and joining these teams. And then we will be having the PDs reach out to schedule your interviews around March 23rd is when they'll be starting. And then those should go to about March 31st. They may be pushed to April 2nd, depending on volume of interviews, which we will talk about in a little bit.
Awesome. Thanks for all that information, Christopher. I did want to just interject and share a personal anecdote. I actually last year was not placed on my first choice project. And at first I was a little bit like bummed that I was missing out, quote unquote, on the project that I was first put as my first choice. But I tell you, it ended up being such a great experience. I ended up with a community in which I hadn't really known anyone there before. And now I know them very well. I had an amazing time. As I said earlier, I still stay in contact with all my freshmen. We talk a lot and it's a great experience. So it really works out. And I just wanted to let you know that as a personal anecdote that I experienced. So moving back to this timeline. So Christopher outlined a few key dates, but one of those being before you leave for spring break, that application is in. You don't have to worry about it over spring break. NSFP will be our new student family programming will be working hard over spring break, organizing everything. And then when you come back, you'll get an invitation or reached out from your direct program directors. So these program directors of each of the projects are the ones that are going to be working with you to conduct these specific interviews. And as we said, those will start about the Wednesday after spring break until the end of March or early April. At that time, they will work with NSFP and work together to figure out their preferred roster, as well as NSFP will work to make sure everyone is kind of placed at their highest place in which they actually want. So if both your first and second choice you interviewed with them and they both want you, they'll work to advocate for you to make sure you're getting your first choice and really advocating for your best and your interests. So that will take a little bit. And then on the 6th, April 6th, you will hear from where that placement lies, and you'll get that specific offer from your program director. And then just 10 days later, we will all come together with the project directors, our logistics team, and the orientation leaders for the first time of the year on Sunday, April 16th from 1 to 4 p.m., I believe in White Lecture Hall, which will be exciting for our first kind of hurrah together. And then some key dates to remember, and an important part of orientation is that you're not just here for orientation, is that you're here before that for training. So this is, as we talked about before, those key takeaways and things you'll be learning. It's crucial that you're in this training, which will begin Monday, August 14th. So you'll get that early move-in date and you'll have training for that week. And then on Saturday, August 19th is when you'll get to have our fun, exciting move-in and I'll have our first years join us. So that's just a little rundown of the timeline.
So then we have some common questions that we thought y'all might have. First off, the training is mandatory. So if you're applying to be an OL and get selected, you should arrange to arrive at Duke by that move-in date of August 14th. And then we also have received the question of, will you get your first choice? As Amber mentioned, our people in the NSFP office are working very diligently and trying to advocate always for your best interests. So they will try to rank you or place you in your program of highest rank. And like I said, we do encourage you to apply to multiple programs just because of sheer volume. But we do intend to match you with the highest choice we possibly can. And then lastly, we do want to emphasize that this is a volunteer position. However, there are, lots of opportunities. There's early move-in with the covered room and board. There's also the trainings, which you will receive, and the actual experiences of the programs that you're going to be a part of. So if, all of those different activities that you maybe experienced during your orientation or heard about, you'll be getting to do those along with your first years, which is, I think, really special. And then everyone loves merch. That's, also part of the job. So we hope to get lots of things to y'all, and that'll be sort of your PDs deciding how that's going to look. And then if you have any other questions, we encourage you to reach out to studentorientation@duke.edu. That is the email for orientation, and they'll be answering questions just anytime you have them.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. So that is kind of all we're going to talk about in terms of information, but we thought what better way to hear about the projects than from the project directors themselves. So we put together this little video that has each of the project directors sharing a bit about their projects. So we're going to go ahead and share that.
Hi, my name's Christopher.
And I'm Amber.
And we're the co-chairs for this year's orientation. We've got so many great projects.
Let's hear all about them.
Way up, gonna wait, gonna fade. Let me charge my phone. Roll away on the wave, yeah, we hit the road. Cause tonight we gon' let go. For a week or so, we got all the shit we need. We're on 10 every day, it ain't nothing new. I stay lemonade for me and the crew. Other night away, shoot us to the moon. I just had to drive through. Hey, and my mama.
Oh my god, hey Eleanor, how are you? What are you doing?
I'm looking at how to build for P-Build.
Build what?
A house.
We don't do that in P-Build.
What?
No, we have late night crew bonding, making new friends, we go to Sky Zone, we go bowling, we go have fun at a lake, a bunch of things. And then we even partner with multiple service partners throughout the week.
Wait, so we don't build houses?
No,
We
build community.
Hi everyone, my name is Yadira.
And I'm Caitlin.
And we're Project Citizen.
We're so excited to have you guys apply to BOLs. A little bit about our project.
Project Citizen is a project that engages students in questioning what it means to be a citizen.
Some fun things that we're doing during the week is a trip to DC, a workshop on reaching across the aisle, and faculty lunches.
Yep, so we're so excited to have you apply and we can't wait to meet you all.
See you soon. Bye.
Hi, I'm Katie.
And I'm Dagny.
And we're the co-project directors this year for Project Change.
In our project, you'll get to know Durham in a way that most Duke students don't, and gain an understanding for where we are as students as a part of the Durham community. We also are going to be learning about different ways to best serve our community and get to understand different forms of service.
As part of this, we're going to do a few activities. One of them is called the Durham City Sprint. It's a scavenger hunt orientating yourself within Durham as a Duke student. And we're also going to do a few walking tours around Durham, just kind of getting to know the city and getting to know some of the history.
Yeah. So hashtag and public policy major is the hottest people I do. We are so cool.
Hey, wait, come back! Hey, I'm Alina.
And I'm Catherine.
And we're the project directors
For Project Discovery.
also known as Disco!
We think Duke and Durham are pretty cool.
So our project is focused on sharing that with you.
We can't wait to meet you in August.
Bye!
Hey everyone, I'm Felicia.
And I'm Ava, and we're your project directors for Project Earth.
We love trees, we love sustainability, and we'd love you to join us this summer for orientation.
Some super cool things we do are chill out by Eno and get some local goods at the Durham Farmers Market.
Join the Earth!
Hi, I'm Zabran.
And I'm Alex.
And we're Project Edge.
We're an orientation program focused on innovation and entrepreneurship.
Over the week, we'll have a bunch of fun activities like a bake-off and talent shows and so many other fun things as ways to engage with first years and get to know them better.
We'll also be listening to lots of really cool speakers like professors and local entrepreneurs and listening to their stories.
We're really excited to have you guys join Project Edge for the next orientation week. It's going to be really fun, I can promise you that much.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Michaela. And here's
why you should do Project Farm to Table.
One thing I'm looking forward to is getting to make bouquets at the farm.
Well, I'm really looking forward to picking vegetables and eating them at the farm.
Yeah, well, I'm dying to judge everyone's cooking at our chopped competitions.
I'm probably a better cook than you anyways.
Well, nothing you cook could match the Durham food scene anyway, which, by the way, I'm elated to explore during orientation.
Maybe, but nothing compares to the fresh baked goods at the farmer's market.
You may be excited about that, but you are not prepared for how exhilarating, amazing, and incredible goat yoga will be.
You know, you may be right about that, But the best part of all of these experiences, we'll be sharing it with our OLs and first years.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Annie.
And we are the PDs for
P Global.
What's P Global, Annie?
We're the newest and the best orientation program.
And what are we centered around?
Global citizenship, food, and
activism, leisure, and academia. So if you're interested at all in helping freshmen explore global citizenship in their first week here, you should definitely apply to P Global.
We're here.
Hi, I'm Caroline.
And I'm Michael.
And we're P Habitat. Throughout O Week, we partner with Habitat for Humanity to build houses and relationships within the Durham community.
In the evenings, we foster community among the first years and prepare them for Duke. We have really fun things planned, so sign up for P Habitat.
Hi y'all, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Juan.
And we're the co-PDs for Project Identity and Culture.
Woo. Our program will help you explore your identities through history, food, and the arts.
And ultimately, we just want to help you lay the foundation for creating a diverse and welcoming community when you start your first year here at Duke. So if you're interested, you should apply.
Apply.
Hey guys, I'm Deja.
And I'm Liv, and we're the co-directors of Project Lead.
P-Lead is an orientation experience centered around leadership.
We do a variety of activities throughout the week, including escape rooms, high ropes courses, and scavenger hunts, as well as lots of team building conversations.
We're so excited for orientation.
Woo!
Hey you guys, my name's Travis, and I am one of the co-directors for Project Media, which is an orientation program geared towards storytelling through the different lenses of broadcasting, podcasting, photography, and videography. Me and my co-director Livia are super excited for Orientation 2023, and if you're interested in our program, please apply.
Wow, I love working out at Wilson Gym, and I love the rock climbing wall too.
I love Duke basketball.
I love physical fitness.
I love yoga. I love Duke swim and dive.
I love sports medicine. I love people playing frisbee at 8 o'clock on a Wednesday.
I love K-ville. I love athletic performance.
I love sports business and administration.
Yeah. Woo! I love Duke lacrosse.
Do you love all of these things? Then you should join P-Play. P-Play is one of the experiential orientation programs that we have for first years here at Duke. We're going to be doing things that are Duke Rec related, Duke Sports related, Sports Business Administrative related, and we're going to be doing some community service that is all rec related as well. We're really excited for the programs that we have planned for you in August, and we can't wait to see you then.
I search.
You search.
Actually, we're searching for amazing, wonderful individuals like you to be orientation leaders.
Hi, I'm Chloe.
And I'm Rima.
And we are the co-PDs of Project Research. If you're interested in lemurs, labs, libraries, and more, you should definitely consider applying to be an orientation leader for Project Research.
We're trying to build a community of passionate, intellectually driven individuals to show the incoming first-year class all the amazing research opportunities at Duke, both in science and humanities.
Please feel free to check us out on Instagram at Presearchers and message if you have any questions. Hashtag
I
search, you search, research, presearch.
What's up, everybody? My name is Sam.
And I'm Harmony, and we're your PDs for Project Seed.
So Project Seed stands for Science and Engineering Exploration in Durham. So we're going to spend the week getting acclimated with the STEM community, both here on campus and outside in Durham. First on campus, we're going to be doing things like going to the co-lab where we'll learn how to use 3D printers, laser cutting, all sorts of fun things.
And out in Durham, we'll also just have fun exploring the city, interacting with other projects, and many other fun things planned.
Yep. And if you want to get to know some of the industries in the Research Triangle, we're also going to be in contact with the different STEM partners of Duke. So if you want to get acclimated to the STEM community while also having a great time, come hang out with me and Harmony for a week and go Project Seed.
Let's go Project Seed.
P what?
P Waves.
I'm Bess.
I'm Nick.
And we're P Waves.
What exactly do we do on P Waves?
Well, it's a whole lot of this.
It feels like I'm in the ocean right now.
On P Waves, we do a bunch of cool stuff.
We go to the Marine Lab, we go to Falls Lake, we get to do a bunch of aquatic activities, and you just get to meet a bunch of cool people. And remember,
good vibes only.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram at PWavesOfficial.
Hi everyone, my name is Akriti.
And I'm Emily.
And we are the project directors for Project Wellness. Right now we are right outside of our home base for the project, the Wellness Center.
We are so excited to welcome a new group of wellies to our orientation project this year.
Some things that we did last year that I really hope we can bring back this year is our trip to the Duke Farms where we planted succulent plants, and our trip to the Eno River where we went on hikes and went swimming all around the state park.
If you want an exciting and relaxing week exploring both Durham and our beautiful wellness center, come hang out with us.
Can't wait to meet you guys.
Bye.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I'm Aster.
And I'm Acacia.
And we're your PWILD project directors.
As PWILDers, you'll join us on a backpacking camping trip into the great outdoors of North Carolina. Take it away, Aster.
Thank you, Acacia. You'll be divided into freshman crews led by student orientation leaders. And together, you'll be doing all of the fun things.
Chefing up some glorious camp food with our own backcountry stoves.
Oh, navigating forest trails with our own map reading ability.
And sleeping under the stars. There's something about spending time outdoors that just builds really strong friendships. And that's what PWILD is all about. And these friendships won't disappear once you get back to campus. Oh no, a bear!
A lot of my best friends are PWILD. So get ready for the fun,
The fancy,
the fabulous PWILD!
Love you all and can't wait to see you in the fall.
And we're so excited to have you join us.
We can't wait!